loves, it's Ljay Love and welcome to another video, and we're back at it again. So I am Ljay. Hi. If you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. If this is your first time, hello. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for clicking back on this video. So I wanted to do something a little bit different for you guys today, and I thought I'd play with this idea. So if you didn't know, I co-own a clothing company with my sister, and it's called Bomb Babe Co. And so we rework and resell vintage items and just really cool stuff that we thrift. And yeah, that's basically the gist of it. So as you know, it's not like we're the first ones to come up with this idea. There's so many other amazing creatives out there who have kind of like the same thing and stuff like that. So I always strive to see how I can make mine different and just make our company stand out for the style and everything that I feel like we incorporate. So yeah, I just thought it would be really cool to go ahead and show you guys a couple of the books / journals I've been using and reading and currently just got kind of to help me with this. All of these are kind of just like starters for this journey. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, for the most part, I've been doing it all kind of just from myself and what I think makes sense and what we think makes sense. But there came to a point where, I've always loved reading and knowledge and researching things, especially if I am in love with them. So I went ahead and I researched some books and stuff that I felt would really help me, and then some of these were also gifts to me that I felt that were very helpful. So I just wanted to go ahead and share them with you guys. And yeah, and we are all stuck at home right now, so I just thought this would be the perfect time, if this is something that you're interested in, to go ahead and snatch these books up, whether it be online copies, ebook copies, or getting them delivered to you, anything of that sort. I thought this would be the perfect time to go ahead and research some of this stuff. So again, this is kind of geared towards a clothing company, but you can definitely take a look for these and see if any of this kind of helps you, if you're starting a company and it's not a clothing company. So let me just go ahead and get right into it. It's not like it's 20 books. It's just a couple of them that I really feel might help you and have been helping me. So let's get started with the first one. So the first book that I'm going to show you guys is called Apparel Entrepreneurship: How to Start and Run a Successful Apparel Brand. So this book was actually gifted to me by my baby brother. He's amazing and I absolutely love him. But yeah, he gave this to me and I absolutely love this book. I haven't finished it yet, so I've still been reading it and stuff like that, but it has a lot of good information in here. And again, this is obviously more geared towards apparel, but if that's something that you're interested in, I would say just go ahead and snatch it up. Again, we all have different ideas of what we want our business and brand and boutique and whatever you're creating, we all have different ideas for it. So I've never been one to hoard ideas and just kind of think that only one person can use that. I definitely think that 500 people can read this book and 500 people can come out of it with a different concept, taking away different ideas and creating different companies. I really just think it's how you apply it to what you're already trying to do and not necessarily copying other companies or anything like that. I think if you just use this information and kind of use it on how it relates to what you're trying to do, I think that it would really benefit you. So yeah, this is by Anna and Claes Christiansen. So yeah, I'd snatch that one up. The next book I actually thrifted. It's called How to Organize Your Work and Your Life. And this one is by Robert Maskowitz. And it says Proven Time Management Techniques for Business Professional and Other Busy People. This is definitely a book that I would recommend to anybody, not necessarily somebody who's trying to start a clothing brand business or has been running one or anything of that sort. But I think that this is just a really good time management tool. And yeah, I think that this is something I honestly struggle with. So it's funny when I saw it at the thrift store, because I was actually thrifting for the company, but when I saw it, I automatically knew like that was for me. I have a really, really hard time separating the two as far as when it comes to like when it's time to work and when it's time to relax. I literally never understand when it's time to relax. I just don't get it, because I just want to work more. And that's great, because that's gotten me to this point, but it has also gotten me a lot of small mental breakdowns, and it's gotten me a lot of stress induced situations where I've just like had a hard time, like trying to understand everything, just because I've been working literally 24/7. I have multiple jobs. I'm a choreographer, a dance teacher. I also do like accounting for this company, and then I also run BB Co. So I have multiple jobs, and it's really, really hard sometimes for me to kind of just like take a step back and like organize time to each of them in a way that I'm satisfied, because I'm also a perfectionist. So if I feel like I'm like not putting my all into something, I do like that's not an option for me. So yeah, that's just a long explanation as to saying that I need help with my time management, and I think this is a great book for that. If you guys have any recommendations for any other books that aren't on this current list, or any other journals or calendars or anything like that, definitely link them down below, or put the title and author of them, so that way we can like make this more of a community thing, and you can just give us your tips as far as like what's been helping you. I would love to kind of like dive into what's been helping you guys as well, so I can go ahead and read those books too. The next book is The Handbook of Quick Brand Building. This one is by Gage Glisson. How to Build Your Apparel Brand Fast and Successful. So this one was also gifted to me by my baby brother. He gave me those two at the same time. He's amazing. This one is really not a hard read. As you can see, it's super thin, and it's like double spaced, and it's pretty big, pretty basic. I feel like this is like a simple like introductory book, and I think that this is really good for someone who's kind of like has no idea what's happening and really just wants to get their feet wet and kind of just figure out how to separate white from black and gray from this and up from down. I think this is a great book for that. I just think that it really kind of, it's pretty simple, I'm not gonna lie, as far as like the wording goes and stuff. When I was reading it, I was kind of like, okay, like, yeah, that makes sense. But at the same time, I was thinking about it. And at the time that I started reading this, I had already been reading so much more other material that kind of like prepared me for this, if that makes sense. I do so much research on my own already, and I just started getting into like books and stuff about this, but I like look up YouTube videos, and I look up like different websites and all this stuff to try and like figure out what it is that I'm doing, to be honest. So by the time I got to this book, I was kind of like, I had already researched up to that point. So instead of, thinking like, oh, this book was useless or anything like that, it's really a good book for someone who's like just starting and trying to really just kind of figure out what is happening, and they need kind of just like a quick little run through of like, what am I getting myself into? Can I do this? The answer is yes, you can. And what to expect. I think that this is a great little starter book for that. And like I said, it's a quick read. And it's like a little, like it says, it's a little handbook. And I would just make sure to, in all of these books and everything that I'm giving you guys, definitely when you're reading, take a pen to the paper in the book and make sure that you're making that book your own. Make different notations on the side, jot different ideas that book is giving you at that time. Just because sometimes when we're reading and we come up with ideas, we just keep reading, obviously. We just keep reading and then we forget those ideas. So make sure you take the time to jot those ideas down on the corner of the book or in the margins, just to definitely, it helps so you remember your ideas, but it also personalizes the book and the experience of reading it for you. So yeah, those are just a couple of my quick notes, but yeah, this is a great one. Like I said, if you're like starting out and you want just kind of like a heads up for everything that's coming your way. So next one, this one is like a journal, and I'm so excited. I don't know if this has ever happened to you guys. It's crazy, but have you ever like loved and wanted something so bad and then you get it and you just don't want to touch it? You don't even want to like work on it because it's so pretty and you just wanted it so bad that in a sense you don't want to take a pen to that paper and mess it up, because you're like, what if I mess up, and what if I like write it in ink, or what if I write it in lead and then it smudges and then I just start ruining the whole book because I'm like not paying attention, or I'm just not ready for this book. Like, I don't know, I always overthink everything, so maybe that's just me, but that's what happened to me with this book. It's called Business Minded and it's by Set in Soul. So Set in Soul actually makes a whole bunch of different journals. This is the first one that I have purchased from them. I honestly love it. I think it's completely worth the money. And I love this book. The first page right before the table of contents says, dedicated to every current and future business owner who is not afraid to just do it. And I absolutely love this book. Like I said, it's more of a journal. It's more of like a write through. There's just different stuff as far as like online investments, web design, apps, running your numbers, budgeting, just different stuff like that. But like I said, I haven't personally got to write in it yet because I've had it for a second, so I'm mad at myself. But I wanted to make this video for you guys, so that way it would also force me to kind of like get on it and start writing things down. Just because, like I said, I absolutely love this, and I want to make it my own. I don't necessarily want to just look at it because it looks pretty. I would rather, in the future have to buy another one because I filled this one up with all of my thoughts. I would rather spend my money and buy another one than just keep looking at this empty one. You know what I mean? But I love everything about it. I honestly fell in love from the first second I saw it. On Instagram, it was like kind of like an ad that came up, and I just started researching the company. I absolutely love her company, and she just really put a lot of thought and work into this journal, and I love it. So if you're interested, and again, I think this is a great investment for any type of business, obviously as a title, for any type of business-minded person who's interested in kind of like organizing their thoughts on paper and kind of having a guide to do so. I think this is a great journal, and like I said, she offers so many other ones. So this company is really, really cool. They brand it really well. I really love this company. I'm excited to purchase more, but first, a promise to myself is that I need to write in this journal first, and then I can get more. But yeah, I absolutely love this purchase, you guys, and I think it's worth every penny. I've gone through all the pages and stuff, and I like respond in my head. I just don't write it down, but I promise I will start writing in here. But yeah, I love this, and I think you guys should get it if you're interested in, like I said, organizing your thoughts and your goals on paper in a beautifully guided way. Okay. And lastly, so this one was really, really cool. I'm kind of excited for when she does it in a paperback, or I don't necessarily think she would do hardcover, just because I think all of her actual planners are paperback. But this is by the Lavish Life brand, and I actually follow her on YouTube. So she's amazing. She's like this young entrepreneur, and she makes planners, and she actually started making student planners, and like that's where she kind of like took off. So she has these really, really great student planners, and those you can buy like an actual planner, and those are great for, I believe, like all of school, but I think they're really, really geared towards high schoolers and like college students. And it's way more in depth than just like the regular school planners that they like provide you in like school and regular school. So if you're interested in kind of having a really in-depth planner where it kind of helps, again, guide you for everything you need in school, I would check that out. And again, that's a Lavish Life brand. But then she also just came out with a business planner, which I was so stoked for because I've already graduated college. So I didn't really want to get that one. I know it could be used also for like regular day-to-day life, but I wanted to get like a business one because, like I said, I've been on this business journey trying to like organize everything in my head. But I purchased her business planner. The only thing is that it's like a PDF file. So pros and cons. Cons, it's not an actual paperback that you can receive and have like have it tangibly. I am a tangible person. Like, I like to touch it and like feel it and see it and like work with it. And yeah, so there's that. But pros is that you get it right away because you get the link emailed to you. So yeah, you get that right away, which is, it's honestly a plus because then you can start on it right away. Since I am a tangible person, I did print it out and put it in a binder, which they also recommend that you can do. The only thing is for the months, I think she only provides like 1 or 2 in the PDF. So obviously, like for your actual months to break each month down, you would just need to print that section 12 times, you know? But yeah, I think I did it up to like half the year or something. I think I only did 6 months, so I could do like 6 months at a time. But anyways, I had customized the front and it just says LJ's planner and it's in a binder. This is some BB Co stickers that we are going to be coming out with. They're graphic designs that I worked with a graphic designer for, and these are real outfits that I had also designed and put together. So super excited about that. And then yeah, like I said, it's kind of like a loose leaf. I just like 3-hole punched it and put it in the video. I just 3-hole punched it and put it in like a binder. And then I just put different tabs here. I haven't marked them yet. I want to, but I just wanted to make sure like I separated everything. But yeah, there's just different ways to work through like different information. Like for example, for like the table of contents, they have the index, which is like your company profile, mission statement, executive summary, customer demographics, stuff like that. Section 2 is like yearly goal settings, breaks all of those down into like monthly planning, tracking, business goals. So it's kind of like all broken down into that. And yeah, so I absolutely love this planner too. The only thing, like I said, is that you do need to print it out yourself. I'm really hoping she comes out with her own like version where you can just buy the actual planner. But until then, I'm just gonna have to work with this tangible one, which is kind of cool because I got to customize the cover, so it was kind of cool. But yeah, and there's one more book in here that I want to throw in for you guys. Okay, so this last one is a media file as well. So I'm going to pull it up on my laptop right here. So it's called How to Be Stable and Successful During Crazy Times, and it's called Survive Online. So yeah, it's by Marina De Giovanni, and I really like this book. I just got it, so I just started reading it, but I saw this on an ad on Instagram and I absolutely like fell in love with it. It was like really engaging, automatically off top, and it wasn't that expensive. So I think she was selling it for half off and it was like $24 or something, so I got it for like $12, which was amazing. And again, it was like a digital download, so I got it right away, which was pretty cool. Didn't have to worry about shipping or anything like that. Like, it came right away to my email. And then it breaks everything down into really specific examples and information and all of that. I just think it's a really, really helpful book. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I had just started reading it up to, like, the first time I opened it, I just like kept reading all the way into like 16 pages in, right, which doesn't even sound like that much, but then I created like this, it made me think about so much stuff. So I sat down and I started like jotting all these ideas down based off the information that I got from this book. And then I ended up creating a couple like test and mock sales and stuff like that for my company, and just kind of testing different ideas with the way we were promoting and posting on Instagram. And automatically that created a couple sales for me, like right off top, like within the hour. So I was really excited about that. I got a lot of engagement, a lot of great feedback from my followers on our company profile and even on my personal one, because I was trying it on both, and I got a lot of feedback. So I think feedback regardless is great, whether it's great or bad. Thankfully, this was good feedback, but it just helps you, even when you get bad feedback, for example, it helps you know what not to do, what they don't like, what they don't want to see, what they don't want to hear. So then that gets you one step closer to what they do like, what they do want to hear, what they do want to see. So yeah, never look at any feedback like bad feedback. You want to look at it like a learning curve and kind of just be like, okay, that doesn't work for them, so let's not do that again, but how can we turn that and maybe make it like this or something like that. So like I said, within just the first couple pages, she had like sparked some ideas within me. I like stopped reading, wrote stuff down, and then automatically started working on those ideas. Mind you, it did take some work. It wasn't like I just did something and then got sales and then got money. I sat down for like a second and I was like really brainstorming, and I was like trying to bounce out ideas off of my sister and like my boyfriend at the time, and I was like trying to like understand, you know, what my mind was doing, because it was like working 900 miles an hour, and I was like, does this even make sense? Like, we were going back and forth, just kind of like brainstorming, and that happened for a couple hours just because, you know, that's just the time organically it took for me to come to these ideas and to a point where it made sense for my company. Keep in mind, she's talking about this in general. She's not necessarily talking about a clothing brand or a clothing company or anything like that. She's just talking about surviving online in general during crazy times is what she says, but it's more so geared towards right now, everything that's happening. So yeah, I just kind of like took that and ran with it. So I'm super excited about everything else. I think that the information she's giving is super valuable, and it can be used even during not crazy times, you know what I mean? Like, even when everything feels like okay, which hopefully it gets to again soon, but I just think it's really great information, you guys. And if you're at all interested in kind of like trying to figure out what your mind is doing when it comes to like your business and what your business is doing and how to kind of make it all make sense to you, I think that this is a great book. All of these are, but this one really, really helps for everything that we're going through right now. I would really, really recommend this one, just because, like I said, it takes personal work that you need to put into it, but I think obviously, you know, if you're watching this video and you're interested in these things, that you are interested in putting in the work to make this happen for you. So I would recommend that book. At the time, you guys, she also included a free book for me as well. She just threw it in there, but this one is called Influencer Secrets, The Untold Truth About Becoming a Celebrity Influencer. I haven't started reading that yet, but I just thought it would also be like a great little ad. I mean, I got it regardless, so I'm going to read it just to see what she has to say. It's by the same author. So yeah, kind of just like really breaking it down. I think that is her idea for this book. I haven't read it, so I'm not quite sure, but like I said, she threw it in there, and I'm super excited, super grateful that I got 2 books for the price of half of one. Hey guys, so I'm editing right now, and I was looking through the books and stuff, and it looks like she actually gave me 2 free books. I thought she only gave me 1. The second one is called Self-Made Secrets. It's by the same author, and I just think the way she writes, it just makes sense. It's really straight to the point, and it also really helps you think about your business and like how to use her information to gear it towards yours, to help yours. So I thought that was really cool. I don't know how long she's going to do that for, so I would definitely hop on it as far as like giving you the 2 extra free books as well as giving you that other one half off. So yeah, I would definitely check her out and see if that's something you're interested in. But I think this is a great deal, and the books are amazing. I just absolutely love it. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know she gave me 2 free books instead of 1, so that's exciting. So I'm just really excited for that one because I know how much the first one is already doing for me. So I really think this one would do well. Last thing, this book is super important. The first one, Survive Online, because of everything that's happening right now. Our only real option is online because we like brick and mortars are out the door and out the question and stuff like that for right now. So I think that this ties in well, this influencer book as well, because if you can find a way to make your audience, connect with you, I think that they can connect to your brand and your products, and that's honestly the end of the goal. It's really just to create a brand that people love and love to support. So yeah, I think that that's really it for all of this. Yeah, so that's it. I hope that this helped. I hope that these books help you out. Like I said, take everything with a grain of salt. If one of these books don't work for you as well as you maybe hoped, maybe try researching the author or other books that are like it or something like that. I really hope that they do, to be honest, because they're helping me so far. And even if they don't, I really hope that at least one of them helps put you on the track that you need, that you're looking for, to get the kind of information that you're looking for. So yeah, you guys, I'm so thankful that you're here and you just decided to pop on and watch this video. I hope it's helpful. If it is, definitely leave a comment down below. Let me know which book is most helpful. Which one are you super excited to get? Which one are you planning on getting? If you have any of these, have they helped you? And which books do you recommend? Which journals do you recommend? Companies, authors, all of that. I would love to hear from you guys, just because, like I said, I'm always on the journey of finding new books and new things that will help me on my own journey. So if you guys have any recommendations at all, definitely feel free to leave them down below. I'm so excited. I absolutely love what I do, and I am so excited to hear from you guys. And yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. This is a new type of video on my YouTube. Usually it's just like talking about clothing and stuff like that, but if you want a little bit more of like the business side of things, or just kind of like different books I recommend, fashion books I recommend, fashion books I have, stuff like that, anything you guys are looking forward to and want to see, let me know. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe if this is your cup of tea, and definitely come back. Put the notification bell on if you want to see every time I drop a video. I am aiming to do 2 videos a week, so make sure you guys are here for that. I also have my dance channel if you want to see like the creative side of me and see like all my choreography and me taking class and dancing and all of that. I'll go ahead and link that too. But yeah, thank you so much. I love you guys, and I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're staying healthy and happy, and I hope this video helped in some way, shape, or form. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.